Gina Paulus here with Homebodies. Today I'm going to show you some of the rather unusual ways that people use a foam roller. My first foam roller video covered the basics like the IT band and the back, but we're going to get into some other areas such as triceps, calves, and opening up your chest with the roller. So to start out, you can take your roller. If you have a really long one, longer than this, that's actually best. If you don't, you're gonna have to use a little bit of muscle, or you're gonna have to use a yoga block to lengthen the roller. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got my yoga block to kind of supplement the length. So that's gonna go where my head will be. And I'm gonna put my spine along this roller. So my head can rest now on the block. And that way you've got a little bit more surface to rest on. So from here, we're going to tighten up the abs so that the ribs are flat and they're not sticking and poking up like that. So once we're there, we're going to have the arms up to the sides. You want them to be approximately like a capital letter T. And you're just going to rest there. I like people to hold this one for about a minute, so get comfy. This is a nice passive way to open up your chest muscles and to relax your back. If you find that you don't have enough length to actually hold your body up, I'll show you what you can do. So say you don't have that yoga block, I would want your head supported. That's a big priority. So your head is supported, and from here we're just going to be using the hamstrings and the glutes to hold up the lower legs and body. And so that way you can still relax your upper body and your head, but you're going to be able to do that without as much of a length of roller there. All right, so that's about a minute, so we're gonna come out of that one. All right, so next we're gonna get the triceps. The triceps are a sneaky place that holds a lot of tension for a lot of people. So it's good to work the area with the foam roller. So some people find it's easier to stand up and put the arm, so what you would do is you put your tricep against the roller against the wall, and you just kind of roll that back and forth. I personally don't feel that I can get enough pressure like that. So I'm gonna show you the way I like to do it, which is right on the floor. So you're gonna put the roller down, you're going to put palm up, which is going to make your tricep be at the bottom, closer to that roller, and we're going to just work there. Now it's usually most tender near the elbow, and so that's what I'm going to suggest that you do. Make sure your palm is still up. Sometimes it likes to rotate on us when we're not paying attention. About 10 passes is good. You can certainly go up higher if that area is feeling more tension, but I tend to find that for me it's usually lower, but feel free to hunt around. You can rotate your arm back and forth a bit to get all the different angles. But remember, we're aiming to get the back of the arm, okay? We're not trying to get the front. And we will switch it up and do the other side. Again, palm up, elbow is slightly bent. So really rolling those triceps out. If you get any type of nervy feeling in your forearms and your hand and your fingers, back off. You don't want to cause sharp nerve pains while you're doing this, and if you do get that, I'm actually getting it a little bit in mine, so what I'm going to do is just apply less pressure. And you can even find a safe spot that doesn't feel that nerve and just hold it there. And if you hold it there, you can take deep breaths. So breathing in, imagine the air going to that spot that's tight, and then breathe out. And that can be a little bit of a gentle way to tackle that same muscle group, but not as much pressure and force. Rotating the arm, trying the breaths if the breaths feel better. Whatever feels best is totally fine. Hunt around up near your shoulder too. Sometimes that area can get a little bit tight and sore. All right, so that's good for there. Now we're going to move into a calf one, where we're going to involve movement to get the releasing effect we're after. So like it across the right leg over the left, we're going to put the roller closer towards your heel, right above your Achilles tendon. What we're going to do now is straighten the knee. Don't lock it, but just get it close to straight and then bend it. And move it closer to straight and then bend it. We'll do that 5 times. Now we're going to go up higher on the leg, still crossing right over left. And now what we're going to do is have a straighter leg to begin with. Not locked again, but straighter than you started out with the other one. And now we're going to take the heel. Now remember, we're working our left leg. So you're stretching the heel of the left leg forward. So it looks like you're flexing your foot, but you're really thinking of it more as heel moves forward and toes happen to come up because of that. It's a consequence. So do 5 of those. All right, now we can switch sides. We'll go first, so right leg is down, left leg is over. The first one is, remember, the knee bends and straightens. And try not to let the roller roll. I know it's called a roller, but we're using it now for more the pressure as opposed to the rolling effect. So try your best to keep that roller pretty still and your leg moves on top of it. And you're bending and straightening, again, not walking out. 5, and then you'll start with the heel reaches. Again, leg is pretty straight and stays that way. Just like on the triceps, we don't want to cause nerve pain, so back off if you're getting that. You get more release out of less effort generally with roller work. If you just hammer at it and really go crazy, your body can tighten down and rebound in response, and it can actually feel worse. So you can always go harder the next day, but it's hard to undo if you hurt yourself. So just be mindful of that. All right, and then lastly, we're gonna work forearms. So for forearms, again on the floor, I find is better. You can certainly put the roller against the wall and just roll that way, but I don't quite find I can get the pressure I'm after. So I'm going to do the top of my forearm, palm up. That's usually the area that most people are going to want, so you can try that. But if you find that palm down feels more tender spots, feel free, go for it. But I'm gonna do the palm up and we're gonna do 10. And you can rotate again until you feel that you're getting those tender spots. These get really sore from things like chin-ups, yard work, a lot of cooking, a lot of computer work, I mean a ton of stuff. So definitely take the time to work your forearms with the roller. Try the other side, about 10 passes is good. So if you have trouble sitting on the floor like I'm sitting right now, you can always do this on a desk. You can sit in your chair or at a table, and you can put the roller on top of that table, and you can do it just like that. There's no reason you have to sit on the floor if that isn't working for your body. Make sure you put enough pressure. The forearms can usually take a little bit more abuse, so don't be shy about pressing into that roller, just making sure that you're not having any pain. All right, and that is your foam roller series 2.